So the next topic that we are going to see in a life cycle of organism is a life cycle of a bird. Okay. So how an adult bird lay an egg and it forms a chick, and how it forms an adult. Okay. So we're going to see this process of a bird. Fine. In before sections we have seen egg parts, structure of an egg, oviparous, viviparous, and what is reproduction, and we have found some concepts of how reproduction happens. Right, we have seen this in the before section. Now we are going to see about life cycle of a bird. Fine. So the first thing happens is this is an adult bird. This is an adult bird. So what does this adult bird do? This is an adult bird. Okay. So this adult bird lay egg. Lay an egg. Where it lays egg? In the nest. Okay. It lays egg in the nest. Okay. That's the first step happens in a life cycle of bird. The mother bird lays egg in a nest. Okay. So this bird lays egg. Where does it lay egg? In nest. Okay. It lays egg in a nest. Fine. And then what happens? Inside the egg, this small chick, a small baby bird is being growing. Inside the egg, the small baby bird is growing. This is known as embryo. We have seen in an egg part, right? So if you see in this egg part, this part is an embryo, which is a tiny baby chick. So this yellow part is the yolk, which is the main food for this chick. Okay, so these two are very important in a life cycle of a bird. Embryo is a tiny baby chick and yolk is the main food for the chick. Right. So this is an embryo where the small tiny bird grows inside the egg. Okay, a small tiny bird grows inside the egg. Fine. Then, so this embryo, finally the inside the egg, this tiny bird grows and cracks the egg and comes out, which we call it as hatch. The hatching means the tiny bird just cracks the egg. What is hatching mean? Tiny bird cracks the egg. Okay, it breaks the egg and comes out. It breaks the egg and comes out. Okay, so this is the next step of the life cycle. Then it comes out as a chick. Okay, this is a baby bird. This is a baby bird. Again, this baby bird, what does it do? It grows stage by stage, and have feathers and have feeding habits. Okay, then it grows into a adult bird again. It grows into an adult bird again. Again, the process continues after this adult bird. So this process continues, and this adult bird again lays eggs, which is in a nest. Okay, so this is how the life cycle of a bird continues. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is a step-by-step process that I have given over here. So the first step is mother bird lay eggs in a nest. Then what is the second? The baby bird hatches out of the egg. Okay, then it grows with feathers and is feeded by its parents. So this chick is being feeded by parents. Okay, so then the bird grows with wings and learns to fly and becomes an adult. So and this adult again lays egg. Okay, so this is the process of a life cycle of bird. So I'll write it down here: stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 and 4. Okay, so this is the stage 1. Stage 1 is adult end. Stage 1 is adult end. Then stage 2, this is a stage 2. What is stage 2? Stage 2 is The laid egg inside which tiny cheeks is tiny baby cheek is growing. Right. In stage 2, tiny cheek is growing. Okay. So in this stage 2, what happens? The eggshell cracks. Right. The eggshell cracks. Eggshell cracks. Okay. So in this stage, eggshell cracks. What about the third stage? Stage 3. Third stage is this cheek, which is weak. Cheek is formed. This cheek are weak. Okay. So this cheek is weak and is being carried by the adult. Okay. What is stage 4? Stage 4 is this cheeks grows into one adult. Grows into one adult then. Cheek grows to adult. Fine. So this is the stage of 4 stages happens in a life cycle of birth. Let's see stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 and 4 briefly. Okay. So the first stage what we have seen is first stage is an egg. So what does the adult egg, the adult mother will lay an egg, right? The first stage is adult mother will lay an egg. What is the first stage? Adult hen lays egg, right? What happens to this egg? Does it hatches within 2 days or 3 days? No, it will take 21 days. How much days it will take? 21 days to break the egg. I mean, hatch means, what does hatch meaning? Breaking the egg and the cheek comes out. Okay, so that is known as hatch. Fine. So, what is stage 1? Adult then lay the egg. This egg will take 21 days to hatch out of the egg. Okay, it will take 21 days. It will take 21 days. Okay, so this is the stage 1. This is the stage 1. Then what about the stage 2? Egg cracks. After 21 days, this egg cracks. And what is formed? Cheek comes out of the egg. Okay. So, when it is in 21 days inside the egg, when this egg is, so when inside the egg, the cheek is growing, right? So, how does it get food? Yolk. We have seen in the egg part. In this part, we have seen this is the yolk, right? This yolk gives main food to chick. What does it do? It gives main food to chick. Okay. Where does chick grows? This part. This part is known as chick. Tiny baby chick. Okay. Which we call it as embryo. Okay. It starts to grow. Fine. So, yolk which give food. Okay. Food to chick. What about embryo? Embryo is a tiny chick growing. Okay. Tiny chick growing inside the egg. Okay. So, yolk is main food to chick. Inside the egg, this chick gets food through yolk. Embryo is that tiny chick which is growing. Okay. Fine. So, this is inside the 21 days, inside the egg, this happens. Yolk, which is giving food to chick. Fine. Then, what happens? The eggshell cracks. Eggshell breaks and what happens? The chick comes out. Okay. Egg breaks. And then, egg breaks. Egg breaks, then chick comes out. Okay. So this is the second stage. Okay. So inside this 21 days, this chick will get put through yolk. And embryo means the tiny chick which is growing inside the egg is known as embryo. Okay. Then after 21 days, this egg breaks and comes out as chick. Okay. This egg breaks and comes out as a tiny baby chick. Okay. Fine. What is the next stage then? What is the next stage? This is the cheek. Okay. So it will be very small, right? This cheek is very small. So what does it is? It is very weak. Fine. The baby cheek is very weak. So it will doesn't take care of itself. Right? If you are a very baby boy or girl, who will take care of you? Your mother or father. Right? Your family, your mother or father will take care of you. Right? So in that way, these chicks are taken care by their mother. Their mother. So chicks is taken care by mother. Fine. Because it is very weak. So in the initial stages, their mother will be taken care. Taken care by their mother. Fine. Okay. So this cheek is very weak in the initial stage. So these cheeks are taken care by their mother. Okay. This is the stage 3. Next, last stage is adult egg. Last stage is adult egg. So what does it do? This cheek grows into a adult egg. This cheek grows into an adult egg. Okay. What is it grows through? It has some feathers and it will become very stronger. Okay. So it has some feathers and learns to fly and can have its own babies. Okay. This cheeks have feathers, then learn to fly. Okay. Learn to fly. Then it become an adult egg. It will become an adult egg. Okay. This chicks will grow stage by stage and have feathers, then learn to fly, then it becomes an adult egg. Okay. It becomes a big egg. Okay. Finally. So this big egg, what does it does? Again, lays egg. This egg lays egg. Okay. Again the process continues. Fine. Again the process continues. Okay. The cycle continues like a adult egg, then embryo, then chick, then it grows into an adult, then again egg. Fine. So this is how the process continues. Okay. This is the life cycle of hen. And one thing I forgot to tell you about in the life cycle of bird is incubation. So let's see what is incubation. Okay. So we know that the adult egg lays egg, right? So this egg takes 21 days to hatch, right? It takes 21 days to hatch. So what does it do in this 21 days? These eggs need to be warm. So to keep it warm, this incubation process will be done. Okay. So incubation means keeping the egg warm so that the baby bird inside can grow. Okay. So incubation means keeping egg warm. Why does keeping egg warm is important? Because this keeps birds can grow inside. Okay. Birds grow inside. Fine. Inside the egg. So that's what this process is done. Fine. So the mother or father bird sits on the egg to give this warmth. Okay. So mother or father bird will sit on the egg to give this warmth. So this helps the baby bird inside the egg to develop and hatch. It takes a few days, like 21 days, depending on the bird. Okay, so it will take almost 21 days to hatch out. So when this adult bird sits on the egg, it keeps the egg warm. Why does this egg should be warm? Because inside the egg there is a chick which will grow inside. Okay, if the eggs are warm, it will grow inside. That's what this mother egg is doing. The mother egg or father egg is doing, which will sit on the egg. Okay, this process is called incubation. Mostly mother egg or father egg will, mother or father bird, sorry, guys, mother or father bird will sit on the egg. Okay, so when it sits on the egg, it keeps the egg warm. So what happens next? Birds will go inside. Fine. So this is called incubation. This is called incubation.